Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to do a manga discussion review of Black Clover Greatness, chapter 287 to 290. As you heard it, 4 chapters. What the hell's been going on? Why the hell we late? But you know what? We're here to discuss these 4 chapters and have a good time. That's the most important on a Black Clover Tuesday, where the anime used to be dropping back the damn. Rest in peace. Well, hey, we're getting the movie, so that's good news too. So let's get started. Let's have a good time and let's hear this intro. Welcome, Anime Lily fans. How you guys doing? LegendDVash, as always, right there is the King of Games, the verified King of Games. Now down below is the main host of C4S Villains every Friday in for your comic book shows, JBXclusive. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, man, chilling.
That's good. That's good. We're here for the Black Clover discussion of these chapters of these 4. Finally, these twins are finally dead because they've been here for a while. They've been here for a while. Yeah. That's a good question. That's a good question. But how you guys been doing overall with these? With this Spade Kingdom arc? Because this is technically kind of getting to the longest arc.
I will say it's the longest arc, but I will say it's also the slowest arc. I'll be very honest. In terms of like actual things happening, we've been in the same places for just a little bit longer.
So would you count what happened with the Dark Triad? I'm taking out Yuno and the that as all part of the arc still.
It's all. I
sure.
say that's all this arc. I mean, some people might split into a Dark Triad arc, but I'm like, it literally leads to what this is.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's still a huge component of this, so it's the same thing in my eyes.
I feel like it's the exact same arc. Yep.
Understandable with that, because I see it as a saga, but this like one mini arc and then arc, but put it as a whole, still the same arc, because it's still kind of follow up with the training of Asta and Nock and everything going in. It's just all blended in as one arc in total as well.
Yeah, because I mean, in my eyes, like the Dark Triad only exists to open up the underworld for the other demons that are in there. Noct is our specialist on the hero side that also knows about devil power. So to me, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that it's all a part of one thing. And I don't know, Ray, I think I feel a little bit different than you. I don't think it feels that long, honestly. Like I feel like there have been some moments that have been a little bit slow in terms of like the progression that I personally wanted to see like right away, but I don't know if the whole thing felt slow to me.
I don't know, man, because I'm like this one fight took like 3 chapters when we know it like really didn't need to.
Like 4, really?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, okay, right. He's still in no immediate danger. Like this is more of character development for Lieb, if anything, which I appreciate. But it's also like, okay, now that that's over, what's next? Like we still have the overall threat of this underworld opening up, and does Asta just completely negate that being there? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, what is it gonna take to make sure, like, to show that yes, Asta has gotten stronger, but he's not as strong as those highest level demons. You know what I'm saying?
I think it'll be with that rematch with Dante. Like when he gives Dante the work and then you still get the demons on the lowest end.
I'm worried that it's just going to be a factor of time. And that's why I'm like, But
I'm happy that Tabata's taking his time, because in the chat they just said
Asta will lose to time. He won't lose to them, he'll lose to time, literally.
Oh yes. And I like
he'll
that.
Run out of time.
Yes, because right now he knows himself, and that comedy is saying like, "Oh shit, I got 5 minutes. Oh, 2 minutes is out. 3 minutes is out. Oh shit, 2 minutes left." So I like that comedy aspect of it. But even in the chat, they said that I respect about Tabata taking his time within this arc. Like he's not putting too much within the chapter. Maybe that's not his skill set, or who knows what it is. But I like that he's taking his time.
Oh yeah, he's definitely taking his sweet time. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, because this Spade Kingdom arc has been going on since chapter 235 to 240 it started. So right now technically been going on for 40 chapters right now. And the Elf Saga, like the full Elf arc, not the itself saga.
That was really long.
That went pretty quick. I thought that went quick, to be honest.
So the Elf arc,
Yeah.
so if you don't count the Elf Saga, like what it led to everything to become the Elf arc, if you just count the Elf arc itself, that was less than 40 chapters.
Yeah, I thought that.
And we right now are doing about to be more than 50 chapters right now for this itself.
Yep. I don't know. It just I felt like it was paced different, and I feel like this one because this one's more. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot less of a threat now because Austin literally can do whatever he needs to, at least at this point. You know, I want to know what's this lead to? What is the actual end game of this? Like how does this resolve? Like because I truly don't know. I mean, of course we see from what we've usually seen, they've always won. Like, is this the first time they lose? Like for real? You know? I don't know.
We talked about this before where I feel like they'll lose on some front, right? Where there'll still be a bunch of devils that escape to the outside, and then they have to spend a bunch of time like capturing those devils and sending them back. Because like you, I want to know what's the end game of this arc, right? Like once we defeat Lucifero, what's next, right? Like
I want us to lose.
Beat his
are they gonna see
quickly
Lucifero
as well?
Like, are they actually gonna meet him? Like, you know, because that's kind of like a GG. And then even with this fight, like I said, I don't think that this devil's dead, bro.
The thing is, it makes me question because who was stronger, Zagrid, who was the weird devil back in the Elf arc, or these twins? Because it kind of looks like Asta's like.
Oh, for sure, yeah, these two
were absolutely
what
stronger.
gave Zagrid
so much stronger now?
Yeah, what gave Zagrid the edge, I mean, is his word magic. Like, it's so versatile.
So
that
it was
made him
amazing.
Seem a lot more powerful, but these twins are on a completely different level.
Exactly. And I feel like literally it's because Asta is so much stronger now that it really didn't make that much of a difference. Like, it seemed like they were on the same level, but no, it's only because Asta literally is like gotten to that level, I think. Personally, like Asta's strong. Asta and Lee were strong as hell combined. Like,
oh hell yeah,
that's just what that is. So one thing I did think was interesting is that the time limit is visible to others. Yes, the marks on his chest indicate how much time he has left.
But
it's literally like a ticking clock.
Yeah,
but could others understand it as like
the demons saw that? They were like, we just have to evade him until time runs out.
I probably missed that in this chapter 290 then.
Because I mean, that's the reason why Noct had to show up and hold it. Because it was like, hey, all we gotta do is evade it, because it was fast as hell. And they were like, well, all we gotta do is evade. And Noct was like, not around my.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. In page 11, it said it's likely that he won't be able to maintain that state much longer. If I can stay away until then, I can win. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily like connect that to like the visual time limit. I think that's just them figuring out, oh, there's no way he can use this much power this long, so if I evade long enough, eventually he'll run out of power and then I'll be able to make my move.
I don't know. I still think it was visual when they saw it. I don't know. Like I think so, because like they call attention to it for like even with a sound effect like on the panel. So I'm like, I feel like that means to me it was like a forward facing, like, oh wow, yeah, anybody paying attention be like, hey, that man's running out of time. You know, so
I hope that's not the case. That's kind of lame to me, actually.
Think about it, because Austin ain't got no weaknesses currently. Literally really none. So I'm like, it gotta be something. So I'm guessing his only weakness is time, literally.
Cool question. Before we jump into more about this fight against the twins and everything, right before Asta came for the save, how do we feel about 287? About learning more about Noct backstory and more about twins? Sorry, not twins. More about what me and Ray kind of was hoping. Our last review about Noct doing his type of Megazord instead of doing like a 4 type of Megazord and got into like a 2 of them. How do we feel about that?
I mean, I liked it. Like I kind of expected, yeah, I expected something a little bit more. I expected him to use like all 4, but 2's still really cool. Like factoring the point that he's pretty injured, he might not even be able to handle all 4 at once. So him using both of these other devils at the same time, that was really, really cool. Watching him fight against these demons. I love the what was it called, the shadow magic monument of atonement. I thought that was really, really cool, like trying to lock them away in never-ending darkness, and then we finally get to see what their magical attributes were, and I thought that was pretty cool.
So I'm going back to look and see if Asta said out loud in this place that he only had 1 minute left. I got it.
Yeah, he says it out loud.
I'm trying to remember where he said it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he did. So
Yeah,
he said it
freaks
right
out
first,
as
like right when he got there.
Yeah.
God dang dummy. He said it right out loud. Yeah.
You should know him. He's very careless with that as well. But
again, his only weakness is time. Like,
but for me, did you guys notice in chapter 27 when he did his Devil Union mode godless feelers, that when he grabbed the two twins and try to sacrifice a life and try to kill them at the same time, that tombstone was his brother's?
That he saw or that he was thinking of?
On that tombstone in page 8 and 9 was actually his brother, like his Nox brother. That was actually very powerful. Like, that's actually very sweet. That and scary. Like, you know, that you're using your brother tombstone as some type of weapon and some type of symbolism. Like, that's pretty dope. But pretty.
I mean, that's interesting if that's what it is.
Yeah,
I think
right?
it's just like a generic like tombstone, but if that's what it is, I mean, that would be kind of interesting and poetic. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it's like, but it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, yeah.
What?
You really want to atone that bad? Okay, I get you. I feel it.
He definitely did for that, for sure. And knowing that the twins are fire and ice is very cool power, which is very very generic.
It's very generic, actually.
Yeah, because you know we know our boy Shoto.
Right. Oh, by the way, and I'm looking at chat now. So Keto, yeah, I say so would be physically stronger and faster than him. It could be a chance. Yeah, but that's not a weakness. That's been the whole series. You know, people have been faster and stronger than him, and his job is, you know, him getting faster and stronger than everybody else is what makes him strong.
Have you not?
His anti-magic, you know.
I was gonna say, like, have you not seen the Flash? The Flash TV shows literally everyone being stronger than Barry, but at the end of the show, Barry has to be stronger and faster than them.
I don't see that as a weakness. I just see that as an obstacle for him to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I personally don't think that, seriously, Asta has no weaknesses per se. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, this is a shonen, so I mean, you want your good guy to be good and strong. That's it. He's got to surpass his limits. All he's got to do is say that, and it's a wrap.
I was like, when we read 287 and when we were trying to think about when we saw 288, like when we said should we review it, it's just that we were a bit like, I was disappointed that Asta saved Nock. I thought Nock was past his like another level, but he is where he gave up.
Even Nox said in the beginning that Asta is the only one that can
literally
do it.
The only one.
So,
and he knows that. So
yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how many devils he has, like Asta has anti-magic, which is the opposite of every other magical being in this universe. He's the only one. Yeah.
All right. But speaking about that, Jeff, now jump to what the chat also said. My man Asta has Monozone with anti-magic as well. That's pretty dope as well.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
OP
that I
too.
Definitely expected to see him.
Yeah.
With a progression, right? There had to be some type of anti-magic monozone, and I love that we got that he's able to completely eliminate all the magic in this space, and Asta can just use his physical strength to dominate. It's amazing, bro.
How big can that damn sword get?
Right? I mean, well, you don't really watch the anime.
Obviously compensated for something, so I'm like, hey, come on, bro. Why
you don't watch the anime, big? But one of the openings in the anime show the sword shooting into the sky.
The sky. I'm like, bitch. I'm like, that shit far. Like, damn, shit to the sky, like to a tip to the moon or something. I'm like,
damn,
you need
sister Lily. You still want to be a sister? Yeah, bro. Overcompensating.
Because you know how short he is, so that's what it is. You know, instead of his short, his swords are big.
Yo. I mean, he did need the sword to be that big to take out that ancient demon.
He did, but I thought it was.
He did because.
And then Manga said something about it too. It's like, come on, bro, how big that sword gonna get? I'm like,
that because
somebody said it.
My dude got a whole spirit bomb going to the whole Spink Kingdom. Like, he literally brought a whole spirit bomb down. Like, so what you gonna do outside? And Asa said, I got something bigger. Like, his exact line was,
like, I'll just make my sword bigger. Duh.
His exact line was, All you did was get bigger. I got bigger too. I wonder if the scans were more perverted or something, because that shit would have been funny.
I mean, it's just I'm like, okay, so and then for me personally, it's like, okay, well, what's the actual threat? That was like a area clearing, almost like, world ending thing in most other cases. You know what I'm saying?
Most cases, yeah.
And Asta honestly just one shot it. So
He literally.
what's the real threat? Is it just them opening the underworld now? Is that the true threat? Because if that's the case, then they're gonna succeed, right?
So
because I mean, like, it doesn't matter how powerful the individual devils are if
Right.
the living world is completely overrun by devils, period.
Exactly.
Like, that could be interesting, right? Like, but I mean, we still need to see Lucifero and the other two, whatever they're called, like the supreme level, like high devils, whatever they're called.
Right.
Yeah, there's still 3 of them, so we have to meet them. So that's the greater threat at some point.
I mean, honestly, I'm like, well, shit, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Asta's there, and as long as he gets a little break and a juice box, he'll be cool.
So the way I felt when Asta got hit by the spirit bomb and he literally just knocked her down with the sword, I just felt like that was some type of baseball. Like, I felt like what Ray felt like. Okay, cool. Asta treated like it was literally just a spitball and just shot it down.
He learned from his man Magna. He was like, I see him do this all the time.
That was a
Exactly
great
that.
homage to the first time he met Magna. Like, that was a great homage to that.
Yeah.
So then
he's seen people do this before, so he did.
So then I'm like, I get what Ray told me behind the scenes, because I was excited when I read 289 and 290 back to back. I was excited. 289, I finish off. Oh, Magna and Zora, dope. 290 happens. We don't see shit of them. I'm like, all right, so he blue balls us. All right, cool. Top of that. I want to see Zora. Me and Ray.
All I'm saying, bro, if Magna don't come in here and do something badass, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about Magna. I want Zora. You and me complain to you.
Shit, okay?
Nah. I want Zora.
Come in and just absolutely show out. I'm gonna be very upset.
He will, and I can't wait to see it.
You and me complained last week too. No, not even last week. I think 2 weeks ago.
He wasn't supposed to show up
Aniki.
Past luck, and so
that's true. He did.
He better.
Not. So I want to see Zoro do something dope, because I want to see what can he be creative about trap magic. What can Dapata do with Zoro's trap magic ability? So that's what I'm curious to know. What can he do with it? Like, what can he do against these devils? Will he be some type of offense type of character, or would it be some type of supporting character with the other characters behind them and probably enhance their skills or something like that? That's what I'm curious to see. Zora.
That's the great part of Zora. Like, he can do both, right? Like,
but what I want to see that.
What I expect to see is his trap magic spells become bigger and more powerful, right? Because even against Langris, like, he wasn't able to stop all of his blasts, right? So I want to see him be able to make something that can stop a powerful blast from like a supreme level devil. It doubles the power and then sends it back, right? Like, that's the cool part of his trap magic. So that's the kind of stuff that I want to see.
Bro, that's how they're gonna win. He's gonna put a giant trap circle around the city, take all the energy that pours out of the demon realm and push it right back down and blow up the underworld. Game over.
I would be
like the first Avengers, where Iron Man brought the nuke inside and literally just bring it
way cooler.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because I want to see the levels collapsing if they do something like that.
I want to see him just be like, you know what? Here, take all the energy and send it right back down your throat. Yep.
With Magna, I just want to see something interesting of him. It's just that being spoiled from Fire Force and seeing so many type of creativity with what you can do with fire. It's like, not that I'm underwhelmed with Magna. It's like, okay, he's a guy that knows how to use a bat and be creative with his fireballs. But I'm like, what can I get from something that would be
that's the point, though. I feel like that's the point with Magna, because he's around all these super strong people, and he was basically the normal one, to be completely honest with you. Like, Magna is just like the outcast punk. He's kind of normal.
He technically is, yeah.
And so it's his turn to like legitimately level up. And I feel like it was like that for a reason, to kind of show the parallel.
Yeah.
Like, he's there because of who he is, not because of what he could do, essentially, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully, go ahead, James.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's gonna have a really good moment because I think it took us a while to see Gray's full abilities too, and we still haven't actually seen
exactly
what she'll be able to do in the future. So from
We still
Manga,
haven't
what I'm
seen shit of
looking
her.
forward to is like an improvement to like his vanishing fireball. I thought that was a really great technique to go up against Asta. So I want to see something like that. And something even greater. Like Magnus seems like someone that once you put an obstacle in front of him, he will always overcome and find some new spell.
Man, he don't like
rise above.
He seems like
he's
the
gonna be
dude.
awesome,
He smashes through his obstacles. He like that's what he does. He's like, he forces till it falls over.
Imagine something that Magna could do. Imagine if he could infuse his arms with fire and let her fight with that. That would be dope. Like Luck infuse his body with lightning. Imagine if Agna could infuse his body with fire and punch.
I could see the moment. Oh, copycat.
Right? Yeah.
That would be amazing. Like just infuse with fire around him. Like instead of him throwing fire, but he's infused with fire, but he could throw it and as well create stuff at the same time. That would be amazing. That's something that would actually shock me.
Another thing, he's already been able to use his flame magic to increase his speed. So we could see a speed increase as well. I would love
That's true, because he technically is the slowest out of Luck and most of the crew.
And his rival is Luck, who is the fastest.
Yeah.
So
instead of trying to enhance your speed, enhance your strength. Like Chad said, he could straight up become a brawler, and that would be pretty interesting for him to become like that.
I want to see a combination of the two. Like when he's using his bat, I want to see him create like a giant fireball and then just like blast it at some demons. Like that's what I want to see too. Like
Magna is Akumabara. He's gonna have his moment.
Yes. Thank you.
Literally. So like I just want to see what it's gonna be because we already have some really, really badass fire users. So like what's gonna make his different? Like that's what I want to see. Like Tabata, I believe that you're going to make it different. So please make it different.
Yeah, that's why I want to see an upgrade to the vanishing fireball. Like no one else has that, right? So I want to see something like that.
So Ashton, I get what you're saying, Marilona, but here this panel, we know how amazing she is. She is GOAT. She is literally captain, even Wizard King level. But we talk about Magna. We want to see what creative of a commoner can do.
What Ashton's saying. No, Ashton don't want to see the same thing, which I agree. I don't want to see the same thing.
That's fair.
Either.
Yeah.
So,
like we get that. But in the chat, they also said they hope to see the witches from the Witch Force show up, and I'm like, they don't really have anything to help or gain here. Like,
the witch queen strong as hell. What you talking about?
Yeah, but would she want to help?
That's the thing.
That's the thing, though. Why would
that's
she
what
want
is.
to help?
That's what I'm meant to imply. Correct. That's what I'm meant to say. Like, what can she gain from this? She's a person that gives in return. Like, she wants. If you want something from her, she wants something in return.
Beef with Megicula? I don't remember. Didn't she say shit? I don't. That was long enough. But like,
I don't recall.
She had a beef with one of the demons. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, but why would she put herself or her witches on the line just for that?
Because the only reason
you already have all of the wizards, all of the magic knights after her.
Yeah, they're already fought her. You know, they're already fought her going after her. So maybe she just shows up to collect and dips.
Right?
Yeah, because
she just seems very selfish to me.
Oh
yeah. Because remember when she helped Asa, she said, "Hey, if I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna take back Vanessa. Alright, that's a fair deal." And Asa said,
"And try to use him as a slave."
And try to use him as a slave too. So technically, it's like she will only want to help when she gets something in return. And right now, we don't know what's going on right now in her side or her agenda. So we don't really know what's going on.
Maybe it is something with Mars. That could be it. You know, Mars is like, that's true. You know, Mars is like, all right, I'll stay and help you if you drop me off at the fight. You know, like I don't know.
I also want to see Mars and Faye. I want to see them up against what was the doctor's name? The scientist with the glasses from the Diamond Kingdom. They have to beef with him. So.
Yo, chat, tell us very quick because we just drew blank right now.
Yeah,
even though that was like 8 chapters ago.
I am not an encyclopedia for every single manga I read.
Except One Piece, I kind of am. That's only a series that might be encyclopedia and my hero maybe because it's me and the guys review all the week now.
We'll see about that. I'll have Roger give you a test on One Piece. It'll be fine.
Oh, and Roger said that he'll be coming back next month. I just got confirmation from.
Bet. Okay. Sweet. But no, I mean these chapters were
Morris. Yes, Kino. Thank you, Morris.
Thank you.
Wow, yeah, Morris and Mars. Wow.
How can we forget that, right? Almost a
I don't know.
similar name.
I was like, no, it's not Felix.
I mean, that also works though.
I'm like, that's almost like, a bad doctor and everything, so it kind of works. But they also brought up Real. Can Real do something? Like, how are you the youngest captain? And I feel like you haven't done a lot of shit.
I'm sure Real will do something, but it'll involve protect people, and it'll be able to protect everybody, and it'll be like, oh my god. But
his magic is so OP though. Like I need him to do something else.
I think that's the thing with this arc right now. It's like I get what Nak is saying that Asta's the only one that could take out these demons, but I'm like, we have fucking captain levels, motherfucker. Like Real, Charlotte. Can these motherfuckers take out other devils at least?
I mean,
they don't have to be other
person who could actually do damage to to these demons is Yami, and Yami is where stop
capture. but then it's like, yes, I'm not trying to do power scale type of conversation, but it's like I want to see at least Nozel, at least Fuego. Like, okay, Jack, you just got murked from Dante. You cannot do shit. Alright, cool. But the higher captains that could do shit, like Dorothy. My girl is literally have a whole dimension in her pocket.
Where is she right now?
She's with, I believe, Charlotte and Real.
I think so. I thought so.
Oh, she was with Nazo and somebody else. I know she's with a group. I just don't know which group. I forgot which.
This goes back to what I was saying earlier about why I feel like this has been so slow, and it's because we've only seen character progression for like 3 people.
Which is Asa and Noel and mostly right now. That's what
I mean. Not even. Not even.
Jack.
Oh wait, no.
And Jack. That's it. Asa, Noct, and Jack are the only characters we've seen really get like shit.
And plus, also because he showed his full mode.
We saw that like 7 chapters ago, and that was it. that was it. So I'm like,
yeah, I wouldn't count a power up as development as well either. Yeah,
it's not.
And then him saying that I flow with Mana and Mana loves me. Yeah, I see what you mean.
We knew that.
We already knew that. Yeah,
we knew that because
he has the wind spirit.
Favored by Mana.
And he's like a descendant from his elf ancestor because his son or something like that. So like, yeah, we kind of see.
So what I'm saying, we've only seen stuff from really 3 characters in the past 8 chapters. Think about it for real. And then when the folks showed up, yeah, that was lit. We got.
I'll give you that the pacing should have been better because I feel like at this point we should have gotten more from like Noel against Magicula.
Yeah,
seen more with a few different things. So I will give you that. The pacing isn't exactly like perfect right now.
I'm not looking for it to be perfect. I just want to be like, okay, like, yeah, I want to see somebody who's actually gonna like put up a fight.
Yeah, like I love the key moments, the key highlights that Tabata do, but sometimes they feel like side chapters. They don't feel like fully main of the plot. Like for example, what happened I think 6 chapters ago when Charmy and the whole squad got a whole panel spread of their whole ultimate match. I'm like, cool, which was beautiful.
That's been one of my favorite panels of this entire arc so far.
Like, okay, it's beautiful. Each of them got their ultimate magic. Each of them level up. They took fodder demons though. Like, alright, cool, but I want more that kind of progression. Like, okay, cool. Can we panel off to Real? Can we panel off to somebody I know? But we go back to Noct, we go back to Asta, so stuff like that. And I love the scenes that we got in the past 10 chapters. Well, with Merlona going like, yeah, let's fight again, round 2, round 3. So like that's amazing. But like I want to
though, because we know how that fight is.
I guess it's just difficult to try to focus on so many characters when you're working on a time limit. And the point is Asta, right? The point is Asta and and trying to get to them. Like, I think that's the most important thing, especially again with us running on a timeline. Like, we only have a certain amount of time before all the gates are open. So how much time can you spend actually like giving character development to a bunch of other people? This can't be the Tournament of Power, right? Where 1 minute was like 15 episodes, right?
What you bet?
30 seconds was like 5 episodes, right?
I can't wait for when this gets animated. Like, yeah, this is literally just like 30 seconds. 4 episodos later. Can't wait.
See, I don't want that.
Amazing animated. I ain't mad.
Oh yeah, it's gonna look great.
It's gonna look so good. But I'm with Kino. Like, I need the next chapter to actually have plot progression, like legit.
Right. We're gonna get it. But like you said, Ray, it's just a little too slow. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
That's the reason why, like for chat, like for those that are watching, there's a reason why we don't do week-to-week coverage, which we might do once we put My Hero Black Clover. But once we do cover Black Clover at the end, it would be like a 10-minute conversation, and then after that, just call it a wrap. But
usually,
like this is why we do like bundle type of conversations, so we can actually have a full understanding of instead of a fight chapter. All right, cool, fight chapter. Cool, Asta, nice art. All right, guys, that's the end of the show. Cool. So like it feels very lackluster sometimes when it's just Asta getting the W and a quick characterization and a quick, nice, beautiful art when we just want more of the story. Like Tabata has the potential. We just want to see more of it.
I just can't wait until we get to the end so that we can look back and see how we still feel about it, right? Because like we just talked about, we need to see closure between Noelle and Megicula, and I don't want that to be rushed. I also need closure between Yuno versus Xenon, right? Because Xenon took out people in the Spade Kingdom. He also took vengeance, right? We have so many different things.
His entire squad.
Spade Clover Kingdom, you meant, right?
What did I say?
Spade Kingdom, you said.
I mean, no, but he's from. That's where he's from, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, from his home,
like
and also from Clover Kingdom. Okay, so both.
I was including all of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's true.
But yeah, so there's so many different things that we need to get to that I don't want rushed. So it's like, how long is this arc going to be, right?
That's what I'm saying, because there's so much more to do. And like Lady said, like I love the stuff with Knocked, but then that stopped. There was a hard stop on that, and I was like, oh, this is great. And then we haven't got that for anybody else. So yeah, I want that for every other character and fight that we're gonna get. Like I want that same type of attention to those, because you're right. The stuff with Noelle. That's big news, and I need more.
Yeah, huge. Megicula took out her mother, cursed her family.
Yep. So yeah, this one I'm excited about. Like I know,
and there's so Charlotte as well.
There's so much meat there, but it's across
and Charlotte too.
We can't reach it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Charlotte is cursed as well, and also we need like I'm curious to know. Gordon also has to be involved in this because Gordon's family praised Megicula, so like he has to come in like, hey, I know about curses now, I need to help out. Like Gordon is a specialist in poison, but now he is back at home and understanding what it is about his family because they praise Megicula, so he has to play a key moment in this arc as well. Like could he well, I'm saying,
I mean, I hope so, right? Because I mean, up to this point,
they plant that seed.
I expect that to be a flashback panel of him telling somebody what to do, and that's it.
Because like at this point, what have we seen from Gordon that was like top tier level, right?
Nothing.
We haven't really seen anything. So it's like I feel like him and his understanding of curses, this would be a great moment for him to shine. But when? Where do you fit him in?
And like, where does that? And that's my point. Like, not everybody's going to get a moment in this, and I feel like that is one of Tabata's weaknesses as a writer. I'll be very frank. In the back, he did that to himself. You know what I'm saying? He brought in all these characters, and it's like, I got all this yarn in my hands, and I don't know how to, get it all done, which is hard. That's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
We've seen it, so like, I much respect, but it's like, yeah, that is a little bit of a soft point for his
work. Yeah, his weakest game is definitely flashbacks and character build. He knows how to focus in his core cast, but he has built such a wide kingdom and other casts. So it's hard to relate and love characters. Where me and Ray, and I think Aniki was making jokes a couple weeks ago about, hey, where's Zoro and everything? Like, hey, he's been gone for a good 50 chapters and everything. He hasn't done shit. And they just show up at a panel. Oh shit, he's coming. And then finally chapter, where the fuck is he? So like, what can you really do with these characters and build up and just tease them? Like, okay, I get it. You need to finish the fight with Asta and everything. But why show those Magna just for him to say this joke about his swords getting bigger, and then and then not having him show up.
Bro, I
mean, writers do that, right?
They do, yeah, like for fun. It's fun for us too because we got excited. We saw some of our favorite characters.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Anticipation.
Yes. Yeah. So I told you my one hope, and it was as much as it would suck, would be for Black Clover to go monthly. God, I would love that, because think about how much I could read 50 pages of that every month, easy.
I was just gonna say, give me 50 chapters every month so I can just read a full battle. Because let's be honest, right?
Yeah, give me 50 pages a chapter every month. I'm good, boy. I'm good. But
I took notes. I took notes for these last 4 chapters. This fight is these 4 chapters. Can you imagine if we just got to the end of the month and just read that whole battle all at once? Right?
And maybe better basing too. Ooh.
Yeah. Ashton, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I'm with you, dude. Like, I don't get the hate for Black Clover. I think it's amazing. I love the anime. I've seen the anime twice, all the way through. I love the manga. I love the art. Tabata is amazing.
You know why people don't like it, and and this isn't the anime's fault. Is that they compare it too much to everything else that they see. I'm like, yeah, you can, but when you try and knock up quality against quality, that's not always fair. This story is fun as hell. I keep telling people this story is prime shonen. Shonen's not it's not overly complicated.
A lot of people see that as a bad thing, and it's not.
It's not. It's not. Like,
not everything has to be Attack on Titan, bro.
Not everything has to be JJK. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be dark, scary, and confusing as hell. Sometimes it doesn't have to be that.
Some things should just be fun.
Some stuff has to sell the magazine. I'll be very honest.
Some things have to sell the magazine. Thank you.
That's all I'm saying.
And
some things that's fine. Like, it's its own thing, and if you don't like it, hey, that's fine too.
It's too bad. It doesn't just because you don't like it, it doesn't automatically mean that it's trash or if it's lesser. It's just not for you. And there's a billion other shonen anime and manga that you can read or watch.
Go watch your mom and her 2-hit attack or whatever. I don't care.
Or go watch Watchmen Grandchild. There's all different types of series.
Talking about that one, okay? We're gonna stop talking about that.
But to add to what Ray is saying, if you're on Twitter as well, don't give a F what people say about My Hero and Black Clover, this competition, those rivalries. Enjoy what you like, enjoy what it is. We here review My Hero week to week. We review Black Clover whenever the hell we can. But we enjoy both series at the end of the day, and we love to review both series. Sam is not here with us. He doesn't want to read it. At the end of the day, that's his choice. But at the same time, we here review Black Clover because it's a great series and we enjoy
talking about it. I need y'all to spam Sam and tell him to read Black Clover.
Yes.
Do it.
Please do. Tweet at him. Tweet him.
Put his handle in the chat. Everybody go tweet at Sam the Mega Man that you need to read Black Clover so that we can all talk about it. It's his fault, chat. It's his fault. So go tell Sam that he needs to read Black Clover. He's the only one of us with the name Manga Man that ain't read the manga.
And we told him, all right, so guys, so quick announcement. If you haven't seen our Twitter post or
Sam, I know you're listening. I said what I said.
And if you guys haven't checked the YouTube community tab, so we are thinking of mashing up My Hero and Black Clover as one video stream. Like Project Manga has their show, but we're gonna call it Shonen Ronin as a new podcast. But in the future, next month, we're gonna add JJK as well, so it'll be as one stream, but time codes for each different one. So Sam is gonna read JJK with us, so we're all four gonna review it. But how does it feel when we do My Hero, JJK, then Black Clover, and then Sam just leaves?
Like, I'm gonna go pee for an hour and then come back.
And guys, don't you think we'll feel hurt about that? So wouldn't you want Sam to review Black Clover with us as his all one video, right? So go just tag him, tweet at him, and annoy him until he reads Black Clover. It's not that hard. 200 chapters, 200 plus chapters.
He can read that in a week.
He can. He definitely can.
He really could.
He's a fast reader, and most of the chapters are 5 chapters. Hell yeah. So definitely is possible.
Chat. Go get him.
So definitely tag him and everything. But back to the chapter for us to wrap up.
Triad sent you.
hey, that's dope. That's definitely dope. I guess I am Pedricula with my long hair. Well, yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, you are the lightest one here. Yeah. I said it.
Well, you ain't wrong about that.
But no, I've been having fun with Black Clover week over week. It's just that sometimes my analysis of it is like, hell yeah, and that's it because I was excited. But that's it. So that's why we don't redo it week to week. Unless there's like some actual plot. And then it's like, I would love to jump on and talk about it. But I mean, that's why we're gonna start combining things because I don't want to feel like y'all are like, oh, they don't love us, they don't want to Black Clover. So if we include it with everything else, we can still talk about it. It just won't be very long. Because I feel like I didn't want to waste our time talking about Black Clover for 15 minutes and then y'all have like a 10-minute video to watch.
Right.
So
like from my perspective, right? Like chapter 289, right? Asta fights the twins. We see what their powers are. They fight for a couple panels, and then Magna and Zora show up at the end. What can we talk about?
Right.
What
It's
can
like,
we possibly talk
hey,
about
yo,
in that
Magna and
chapter?
Zora was there. Okay, cool. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah. Like, so I doing it this way, I think it'll be more fun that you guys can come and hang out with us, and we can just review all of the well, not all of them, but a couple of the latest chapters in Shonen Jump.
We would
Like, I
have to
think that would
start
be
hella
really
early.
fun.
We would have to start right as they drop.
Yeah, so
and I'm okay with that.
Our goal is either to start.
Tell Vash that, chat. We'd have to start right as they drop for that to happen.
Usually you're getting breakfast. Me and Sam are doing the reaction at 12 p.m. EST, and James is the one that's waking up at that time.
No.
If I have to be up, I will.
Exactly.
I wake up at 6 a.m. every day for work.
I'm telling you, we
That's right, I
always
got
do.
you.
I will.
We're both have been up for hours by that point. So
I just be laughing when Sam be like, I don't know if they're awake. I'm like, boy, I have notification on for Ray. He just tweeted 5 minutes ago. I know he awake.
that was hilarious.
I'm laughing when Ray's like, hey, Gus, you're up. I'm like,
The minute
Sam.
that this chapter drops, I'm up reading them. You know what I'm saying?
I know you are.
Wake up.
I know you are. I know
set
Ray
my
is.
alarm. I set my alarm for 10:50 a.m. CST. I get up and then I read the chapter.
Listen,
If
I will
if
admit
don't
that,
have to-
that's where my age is, bro. I'm up sitting there waiting with my cup of coffee, sitting there waiting for the chapters to drop. It's like, all right, 10 minutes. And I'm like, all right, bet 10 minutes. I'm sitting there staring at the screen for 10 minutes with my
Sunday is
coffee.
my day. I
Yeah,
sleep
exactly.
And then, guys, and then to know more behind the scenes, once me and the guys have read My Hero, once me and Sam has reacted and everything, we here just go like, hey, James already did I read Black Clover? Should we react on it? I mean, should we review? Hey, let's do it next week. But the reason now that we want to put both of them together, we could technically review Black Clover all the time now, just have it much shorter, and we guys just see the time code.
Well, chat, that also means that Vash will have had to read everything before we start.
Oh yeah, that's
Right?
very true. That's very true. But you know, Black Clover is like, oh damn, quick fight chapter.
I mean,
boom.
or we can literally just like make it kind of like an episode of the podcast where we just dicking around and then you're reading it as we're chilling and then we talk about it. I don't know. So like if we just
we
had
can
like,
play around with it.
if we just had 2.5 hours and that was it, like we talk about all the manga from Sunday in 2.5 hours and Gucci, we're done. Bing bang boom. I don't know.
And guys, and also if you guys want us to add mashup on Deadlock in the future, you guys just definitely let us know in the
Kaijus?
comments.
It better
Kaiju?
be kaiju over all those. Kaiju number 8
So
is GOAT.
I was thinking of Kaiju because Kaiju literally comes out Thursday, and for anybody that's fans of it, we could literally have it at the end of the show for Kaiju number 8.
I need all y'all bums to catch up on Solo Leveling immediately.
I will. I got
This
behind
last chapter, boy. Dude, it's so good. So please,
Ashton, I did not forget. I'm actually 2 episodes in.
Oh, you are?
It's been a busy work week, but I'm.
Oh, it
actually
has for
2
him. Yeah, it
episodes
has.
in. I'm liking it so far. So
Yeah,
I'll let you know when I'm caught up.
every Monday night. I read Solo Leveling right before I go to sleep. It's the best thing ever. I love it.
But Chad, are you excited for Shonen Ronin to have both both series reviewed together? Let us know before we go. For those that are watching, please let us know in the comments. Are you excited for Shonen Ronin that has My Hero review first, Black Clover last, and plus JJK starting next month in the end of May is what we all agree, right? End of May is what we all agree.
So wait, say that again.
For JJK, we're gonna add it in the end of May is what we all agree.
Bro, I'm been caught up. Y'all,
I know you, but I'm talking about myself, James, and I'm Sam. I'm talking about like all three of us.
Yeah,
I
you
will,
got it.
I will be. I will be caught up by the end of April.
I believe you. I believe you. Mhm.
It's flames, bro. I will be done.
By the way, we done waited so damn long to be Shonen Ronin back. We got to get new swordsmen drawn. Shit,
Right?
That is true.
I didn't change my mind. So now I guess we better pick that up.
Yeah, but I already have an idea of how to have it together, so that'll be a lot of fun for us to do it. But I could definitely talk about Kaiju no Break 8 is best. Yes,
I love Kaiju
definitely
no
actually.
Oh,
Kaiju
like-
is he.
So
Oh, I can't wait for this week
to be
chapter
very frank, because
Thursday.
this goes against what we're talking about. But Shonen wise, Kaiju no Break is my shit right now. That's my favorite. Like it is my favorite. I
Yo,
love Kaiju no Break.
Kaiju
Don't
no
say
Break
that,
8.
bro.
Don't say it.
This Thursday,
Oh,
I
it's so
can't wait
good.
for him to see what he does with this. I'm like, can't wait to
The
see.
art's so
Isn't it on
good. The
break this
character is so good. It's actually a character that I can more like
Like, relate
align
to?
with because we're the
Right.
same age.
Right? So no,
So it's like-
in it on break this week, by the way.
Nah, it's
Is
on
it?
this chapter.
Did we just get a chapter?
Last week Thursday, Thursday's in 2 days.
Don't they do like a week on, a week off?
Yeah,
Chapters
the
in
next
2 days.
chapter- The
I
next
just checked.
chapter is in 2 days. Yeah,
New chapter in 2 days. I just checked.
I think
because
it's
it's
a week on, a
three.
week
It's
off.
3 on, 1 off, right?
Is it 3 on 1 off?
Usually, sometimes they be like, you know, well, guys, 2 weeks, and then, you know, sometimes they do
find
1
out.
off. No,
Yeah.
but it says 2 days, so definitely.
I wanted it regardless. I'm just like, oh no, I'm like, don't think you should take a break about now. But hopefully we get the chapter. That'll be good.
Coffee asks, has anyone read Hardboiled Cup and Coffin? Hardboiled Cup and Dolphin. We have read it. We all have read it. The
Okay,
first 10.
Did you see that? Oh, y'all haven't seen the most recent chapter.
I saw the
That shit getting
panel.
wild, bro.
I saw the panel where
I mean, it was already wild, but like even more.
I'm
I
like
saw the
8 chapters behind.
yo James, the panel. I saw the dude literally got murked in that punch. I was like, oh shit, and it was really beautifully drawn too.
It's very good.
It was very
good.
That panel made me want to catch up because I was catching up on, I think it was on chapter 15, and I was thinking on chapter 40. I'm like, damn, you got far.
This next chapter will be chapter 40. Yeah.
Oh wow, so yeah, I might just
Yeah.
catch up everything this week. No, actually, I should stick with JJK then catch up to Hardboy Cop.
Ray, what's the
Yeah.
other webtoons do you read? Oh, do you really want to know? Jesus. Let's see. Let me go through the list right quick, just for y'all. Other webtoons I'm reading: Dungeons and Artifacts, Daor, Hardcore Leveling Warrior, God of High School, The Boxer. Check out The Boxer, by the way, very good. Unordinary, Omniscient Reader, Shade of Red. You should be reading as well. God Punch, you should be reading. Major Demon Queen. I'm catching up. Let's see, Tower of God, and I think that's it for now. But I'm about to add. What was the other one I was about to add? Don't laugh
I
at
didn't
me,
hear you
chat.
say Shade of Red.
I did. I said Shade of
He
Red.
did.
Did you?
He
Okay.
did.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I
So I'm about
think
to add,
I think that was the
new
third one he
series.
said.
I'm about to add the new series, Boyfriends. Don't judge
Okay.
the chat. The advanced player of the tutorial tower, and what was the other one I was reading? Black Horda. So those are the ones I'm about to add.
Yo, thank you for putting me on to Mage and Demon Queen. It is so much fun.
It is.
Oh man, it's so much fun.
It's a lot of fun. I love it. So Webtoon is where it's at, bro. I'm having so much fun with Webtoon. Like Webtoon's been crushing it. So
That's a fact for sure. Vin, what's good, man? It is nice to see you here.
yeah,
Finn
what's
was
up?
good.
Even Ashton said, Ray, my wife is the Demon Queen is my favorite.
Yes, because it's so good.
I think I read like 5 or 8 chapters and I just stopped. I don't know why. I just haven't continued reading it. I just need
Sure
to.
Yeah, man, that happened with Hunter x Hunter too. So
Oh, that was funny. But before we go, any last thoughts about Black Core, the most recent chapters, and what do we all think about it, and what we hope to see for 291
I hope
and the
that
300
Asta's
mark?
sword gets so big that it eclipses the sun. That's what I want.
Ooh, and then we have like a dark moon, like type of Earth and everything.
No, and then he
like,
just stabs it through the underworld. Like a kebab. That's it. That's what I want. It's just shonen enough to work, bro.
Crazier things have happened, actually.
It's true. Yeah, there's somebody cut through gravity.
Indeed, sir.
yeah, he cut through gravity and he did like a whole type of almighty push as well.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But for me, man, like watching Lieb and Asta have this moment was huge for me
Mhm.
because
It was because that was their first real dub. Yeah, you're right.
right, yeah, right, because we've seen this demon that has been looming over Asta since the beginning, and now we know Lieb's motivations and how they line up perfectly with Asta and how they see each other as brothers and partners. And I love seeing that camaraderie between them. That last panel, I immediately screenshotted it because it was just amazing. It's like, yeah, we did it. Our teamwork worked. The Devil Union was successful, and we kicked ass. Like Lieb wouldn't have been able to do it without Asta, and Asta wouldn't have been able to do it without Lieb. It's the perfect partnership, and I love it. And I can't wait to see where that partnership goes throughout the rest of the series, man. Like, I love Black Clover. Asta is one of my favorite shonen characters ever, man. Just give me more. I love it.
I'm all about it, bro. All about it.
I do gotta give props also for the art for these past 4 chapters because these were some amazing double spreads for Tabata, and I like how 290 was its usual number amount of 17 to 18 pages. So I like how we finally got a good standard amount of a chapter, because some of his chapters sometimes be like 12 or 13. I'm like, damn, dude was tired this week. Okay.
I was just tired, yeah, bro.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, cool. It was pretty cool to see
Ben.
it was pretty cool to see the twins getting kind of killed, maybe not killed. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with that. And it was pretty nice to see that this may be the strongest fight for Asta right now. Can't wait to see how's the turnaround right now, because right now their time limit is done. So I'm curious to now, do they have a rest period of like another 5 minutes and then they go back to being a whole union, or do they have to wait 20 minutes or an hour before they could fight again? So I'm really curious to know. And when Asta uses the katana, how's that gonna be used? How's that fight going to be with the katana, since he has used his other 3 swords? He hasn't used the katana yet, so I'm really curious about that too.
Yeah, I want to see what he can do with it, because the other 3 swords innately have attributes. The katana doesn't. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, does he just imbue it with anti-magic and then just use it as like dark slashes like Yami would? I think that would be really, really cool. But yeah, man, I just want to see how it's all going to play out.
And one last thing that before we go, because that's an interesting theory. Has anyone heard the theory about Asta's possible connection with the Time Devil?
Nope.
Like how, so like, not. So maybe like how Asta has a monozone.
You talked to Julius once, yeah, I remember.
I remember when we first found out about that, we made jokes about Julius. But it's pretty. It could be like how, you know how Barry runs fast, and time stops and nothing is being moved.Maybe hey, this is a total stretch, guys, what I'm about to say. Imagine if Asta actually it's anti-magic.
He just cuts through time, bro.
He cuts through time, and that's why his monozone cuts magic, technically making no magic. That's why it's like time being frozen. Like I said, I'm stretching it. I'm really trying to like find something.
Let it go, bro. Let it go.
I'm trying to find something in the gray area.
His monozone would cancel out the time spell, so nothing would happen at all. Right?
I don't know. I was trying to find something there too, James.
My giant sword through the underworld theory was, a little bit more solid.
Yeah, that's definitely possibly true. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
All right. So, any last thoughts? Any last theories about time magic and about Julius being the actual time devil? That's why he's still alive and him, being age of 13 years old.
No, I'm just ready for the next chapter. Bring it on.
Same. I'm ready for the next chapter. I just want to get more. I just want to get closure from more of these characters. That's what I want.
I just want to see real Charlotte, Nozel, and them do actually like captain level shit instead of being Jack and just being Slash and just having a whole type of backstory about some type of caterpillar, and then okay, cool, you still get fodder. I'm like, so what the fuck was that?
I might be in the minority, but I don't care about seeing anything like huge from most of the captains. Like Charlotte does need to do something with Megicula, but this story is about the new rising Magic Knights. Like they will have their moments, and they've had great moments throughout the series, but within this battle, this is the moment where we need to see the rising Magic Knights rise above and do something else, right? That's me personally.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that. So, chat and comment section in the VOD. Let us know what you guys think about 2 things. What you guys thought about these past couple chapters of 287, 288, 290, and 289. What do you guys think about it? And let us know your thoughts down below. Join our Discord server as well. Join our YouTube membership as well. Check that out down below. It's in the link in the description down below. Definitely let us know what you guys think about Shonen Ronin having My Hero and Black Clover together as one. Let us know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. And don't forget to tweet at Sam the Manga Man on Twitter and telling him to read Black Clover so he can review of us instead of leaving us in the last portion of the video. Okay, that's messed up. Leaving your brothers behind just because you don't want to read Black Clover. Tweet at him. Annoy him every day. Don't forget to add a reminder. Other than that, guys, see you in the next one. Take care.